Good afternoon or evening or morning, depending on where and when one is, somewhere around the globe. I'd just like to share with you a few ideas concerning two recent paintings. So let's get right to it. Here is the one. These are quite large scale. A good friend of mine suggested I paint on larger scale, and I think that's quite correct. Here we see two energy points, blue and red, and arrows indicating that they're moving away from each other, as if the frequency and vibrational quality is repelling rather than attracting. And this powerful energy, the blue aleph, the beginning, the red bet, the holding of the light, in the form of a blessing in this world, these are split apart, like the splitting of the sea, in order to reveal a darker, more less intense area, and yet a new opening, and that's indicated by the gimel. That's the gimel, which is a once there's attraction and now there's repulsion, and through the aleph and bet splitting, the gimel, that's the bet, the gimel comes to the fore. So it's like the number three is a very holy number in the sense that it's the synthesis, as Hegel, the philosopher, might have said, between two apparent separate entities. So even in the separation, somehow, just like the splitting of the sea, a higher dimension can come into being. And then this one, which I see as a kind of sequence and next step, as it were. We have the two circles here. They actually do seem to come together to form the central leaf. And yet the arrows indicate that they are now moving both together and away from each other. And the aleph and bet and gimel again is formed through these energetic movements. Aleph, bet, gimel. And this constant separation, this constant dialectic and yet attraction all at the same time produces movement and energy, the golden element of strength and the silver element of expansive loving kindness. There's the silver, there's the gold on this green, flowing, life-giving surface. So that's how we can possibly read these two paintings. As indications of a certain energy, and that's expressed by the gesture and mark making and directness, and I wouldn't say ruthlessness, but expansive, pleasurable expression, indicated by the free flowing paint and paint use. Technique having come after or as simply as a consequence of thought or feeling, not as a kind of how-to pretty picture rendition with no content. So that's my reflection for the day.